The reason you keep getting your heart broken is because it's simply just life. And on top of it being life, the way you love has a very big impact on the way or the amount of times you get your heart broken. So me personally, I'm a very resilient lover. I love very hard. I can take a lot of pain and thug it out. I love when love hurts. A lot of people can't handle that. They like to run away and things like that. I will sit there and take 1,000 wounds, knife wounds to my back. Cool. Stand up strong, right? I'm bleeding out, I'm dying, but I'm gonna still take them wounds and those, you know what I'm saying, those blades, because I love you. And that's not healthy. And I know that, but that resilient love makes you blind sometimes. And by the time you realize that you have endured way too much, you are exhausted, right? And see, when you love people like that, they will sit there and act like you don't care. They will sit there, oh, you never cared about me, you never did this, you never did that. It's like, but you know what I done for you, and I know what I done for you. So for that, we're not gonna get confused, but it's just a simple fact that you question my love. When I'm sitting here, I'm beat, like I'm exhausted. You ever cried out of exhaustion, just like, damn, like, what can I possibly do? Like, I'm tired. Like, I don't even feel nothing no more. I'm tired, exhausted. Why me, right? But it's a reason why it's always you that's being hurt. It's because you allow yourself to be hurt. You hold on to that hurt and you manifest that hurt. And it's not your fault, it's just the way we think and it's the way we go about things. So we go through traumatic experiences and we say things like, well, that's never gonna happen to me again. I'm not gonna have expectations. I'm not gonna allow somebody to come in my life and hurt me like that again. And we move in a way that that's true. And then when we find someone who breaks that armor, we let our guard down and we do the thing that we do the best. We live an unbalanced life in love. We pour everything we have into people, and that's not good. That's not healthy. Am I telling you not to go all out for your girl or your partner? Absolutely not, because I'm gonna always go all out for my partner, right? But that's why I'm gonna always end up messed up. You understand what I'm saying? Now, over the course of time, going through things, I have learned the importance of balance, like not being so attached to people and kind of getting your feelings out of certain things, like, you know what I'm saying? But you always gonna have to bear the risk of deep pain if you want to experience deep love. That's just what it is. That's why you always left stranded. That's why you always left exhausted. Because when you think about it, you're really not heartbroken. You're just deprived of love, and the love comes from you. Everything that you're putting into this person, all that extra, just crazy amounts of love, you should be putting that into yourself. And you can give them some, but you have to take care of self. Because eventually, no matter how full your bottle is, if you keep pouring, and you keep pouring, and you never put anything back, never save anything from self, you're gonna become empty. And you're gonna be hurt. Very hurt. You understand what I'm saying? So, you gotta pour more love back into yourself. And until you do that, you're gonna always be the one left hurt asking, why is it always me? If nothing changes, nothing changes. You know what I mean? So, it's hard because it just feels good to make people feel the way that you want to feel. At least in my experience. I love to make people feel the way I want to feel. And I try to prevent people from feeling the way that I don't want to feel. All the nights I felt lonely, if I love somebody, you will never feel lonely. All the nights I didn't feel love, I'm gonna make sure you always feel love. All the nights I feel like I didn't have anybody to talk to, I'm gonna always make sure you know that you have somebody to talk to. Even if I don't have an ear to listen to me, even if I don't have a hand to hold, because that's just the way we do things. But that will get you messed up to the point where you won't even respect your own boundaries. You let people do things because you just love them so much. You let people say things and get away with it because you just love them so much. And this is where we have to get out of the victim mindset. Why me? Why me? You're bringing it onto yourself. I brought it onto myself. All the pain I feel from love, I brought onto myself. Steady lying to myself. And it is a very disheartening thing to have to tell the truth to yourself about somebody you really care about. Like, this might not be a good person. And I don't mean it in the sense that they are the quality of who they are is bad. It's just the things they do, the things they say. We all have to work on things, but some people just don't see that. And that's what's unhealthy about it. Like, if you tell somebody, like, look, you are very disrespectful to me. I really love you, but I don't like the way you speak to me. And they, I treat you with respect. And it's like, you're not even hearing me already. You know what I mean? But for us to sit there and tell ourselves the truth, like, they are very disrespectful, and I need to establish boundaries and uphold that and stay away from them. It's very disheartening to realize that everything is not meant to be. No matter how hard you want it to work, some things are just not meant to be. These breakups, these losses, all these things, they're not bad things, they're lessons. And for us, people that have a very resilient love, they're very hard-headed. They can get cracked in the head with a stick 10 times out of the day, like, this person's not for you. And we sitting there, we dodging it, we weaving it, we getting hit with it, we rubbing those wounds. Like, no, we got to make it work. It's going to exhaust you. And it has. Because if you're watching it this long, you're tired. You're tired of being heartbroken. You're tired of being let down. You're tired of being disappointed. But your expectations are so high, you don't even realize it. You used to have high expectations, and then you told yourself, well, I'm not going to expect anything from anybody. I'm just going to let people be who they are. And then somebody come around, and they give you everything that you never had, or they fill in all the gaps that you have, right? You didn't have someone to talk to, they become that. You didn't have someone to rub on, they become that. And now all your knowledge and stuff just goes out the window, and now these persons have become a drug for you. You have become attached to them. And it's unhealthy. It's an unhealthy attachment. I'm not talking about just wanting to see your girlfriend. I'm talking about that you don't never want to leave them, and you always got to be around them. And if they not, you know what I mean? They got your emotions on a string. They can control you at any moment. That imbalance is what I'm speaking about. And it will kill you. It really will. Holding on to what is gone. It's gone. And if it's meant to be, I'm not telling you to give up on love, my friends. Because that's just what love is. In order to love something, you must bear the risk of hatred. You must bear the risk of pain. That's the duality of it. If you love the sun, you must embrace the night sky. Because without light, there's no dark. Without dark, there's no light. Without love, there's no pain. Without pain, there's no love. So you have to embrace every side of the coin. And you have to stay 10 toes down and stay on your P's and Q's all the time. Because if you don't, you're going to get hit blindly. And what happens when you get hit and you didn't brace for it? It hurts much more. Somebody can poke you and you're not ready for it. You're like, dang, what are you doing? But somebody can punch you and you brace for it and don't even feel it. You know what I'm saying? Love is the same way. Love is a silent killer. But love yourself, man. That's really what it all comes down to. Love yourself more. Focus on yourself. And have boundaries. Have respect for yourself, and don't let nobody ever come in between that. Don't get out of touch with yourself. Don't love in an unbalanced manner, because it will come back to hurt you. No matter how you feel, no matter how much you feel like someone has done to hurt you, we all do it to ourselves. We do. Because how many times have somebody you didn't really do anything for hurt you or broke your heart? Like, let's say, that person who always hit you up that you didn't like, they was like, you know what, it's over. You like, for one, we weren't together, right? I just bought you a candy bar, like, okay, right? Because you don't really have nothing invested into it. Now flip the roles, think about that person you bought flowers for, you bought candy for, and you gave your heart, you expressed your love and gratitude, you massaged them, you rubbed your scalp, you just go on and on and on and on. Show up for them at any time of the night. Let them talk to you any kind of way, but you still love them and you care for them, and you just keep going on and on and on and on. What happens when that breakup occurs? You're destroyed and you're left tired. What about those relationships that's hard to walk away from because you have invested so much into it, but you are so tired and you are hurt so bad? You know what's best for you, but you can't do it because you just can't let go. You know what I'm talking about. You know? Many nights, I've cried myself to sleep about those situations. Because I know the quality of me. I know the quality of my love. And what hurts me the most, it's not even the pain for me. It's the pain for them. Because I've said it many times, I know who I am. I know how hard I work to become who I am. And anybody who has the privilege of being in my presence is blessed. And likewise, you know what I'm saying? There's some good people out here. But I know who I am and I know what I do for people. So when people choose to forfeit their position in my life, it hurts me for them. Because I know I'm going to hurt. I'm going to get it out of me. I'm going to deal with what I got to deal with, but I know it's going to hurt much more for you. And if you don't feel it now, you will. Because when you get somebody else, they're not going to do what I do. They're not going to feel how I feel. They're not going to bring you the same quality of life that I will bring for you. And it hurts me that you couldn't see that. Or that you saw that, but you chose to lie to yourself. You chose to run away. And now you hurting. Now you sitting in the car, sitting in the corner all alone, crying and hurting. And the people around you probably think I'm a bad guy, right? Oh, he left her, he abandoned her. No. You chose to leave. And now I'm tired. I'm exhausted. After everything I've done for you, I have to recover myself so that I can be myself again. But for you, I was willing to burn the bridge back to myself. And whose fault is that? Mine. It's just what it is. So, moral of the story, my friends, love yourself more. Always be aware of what's going on. Always be aware of your situation and how things come about. And make sure before you get into a relationship, know what you want and make sure you are healed. Because if you don't, you will hurt somebody. And I promise you, I've been on the end of that sword. You do not want to be there. You do not want to be there. Love yourself, heal yourself, know what you want, and be honest with people. Okay? I love you. You will be better. And everything will be fine. Your survival rate on each one of these bad days is 100%. You went through the worst of the worst of the worst days, but you're still here watching this video. You made it. You're alive. Remember that initial pain? You was like, how am I going to survive this? This hurts so much. I won't make it to tomorrow. How you doing? Your purpose is bigger. Now get it through your thick skull, including me. I'm talking to myself too. Now let's get it through our thick skulls that we have to love ourselves more and we have to find balance in everything in life, including love. And we shall prosper, always. Thank you. It was a great talk, as always. Let's be great. All right? I love you. I'll talk to you soon.